Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the fourth and final update video for my 3D printed Iron Man suit. So it's November 1st today, yesterday was Halloween, took it out, went to school. I won the costume contest, first place. Got a lot of compliments, got a lot of candy. So without further ado, I'm gonna put the suit on. So this is what the suit looks like with everything on. As you can see, there are a few pieces missing, mainly right here, and then the hips. I just didn't have enough time to put those on. I was literally working on this like until right before I went trick-or-treating, but I still didn't have enough time. I kind of rushed everything, but I'll get to that later. As you can see though, it looks very good. I got the arc reactor working at least, so it's better than nothing. I like that there's a lot of mobility. I can move my arms up and down. I can kind of move them to the side. Not really. The legs, there's a nice gap right here, so I can get a lot of this in, a lot of these. The only problem I have with the legs is there's nothing holding the thighs up, so they ride down, and in the back right here, they like pinch against my, like the back of my knee. And I had to put foam there. It still didn't really work, but I think I bruised them because I was walking around so much. But I'm gonna take everything off now, and I'm gonna go over each piece one by one so you guys can see everything.
Sir, Agent Coulson of S.H.I.E.L.D. is on the line.
I'm not in. I'm actually out.
Sir, I'm afraid he's insisting.
Gross spine, Jarvis. I got a date.
Okay, so first off, before I review any of the parts, the most important part is what you wear under. So as you can see, I got this black turtleneck. I think I thrifted this. I don't even know where I got this from. And then just some like black jeans. You could also do like leggings or something if you're a little risque, if you know what I mean. And then these are just some old tennis shoes that I had. I didn't end up doing shoes for the suit just because it was kind of hard and complex and I ran out of time. But I just took the laces out, so they're like slippers I can easily slide my foot in. I also have this black like shiesty or balaclava, I guess they're called. And then this was actually one that I made out of just some spandex that I had laying around. This is important because in my helmet there's a lot of parts that are like just poking and everything, so this helps to protect from poking and also just from any like friction or anything that might hurt. So that's most important. Okay, so I'm gonna start it from the top and work my way to the bottom. So the first piece, the helmet. I've talked about this before in one of my other videos. Since I couldn't get it to move, I just taped the helmet to the mask, the faceplate to the mask, the faceplate to the helmet, and that just kind of helps it stay. It still wobbles a little bit, but it doesn't move. The servos are in there. I didn't take them out, but I gotta figure out how to make that work. And then this has this in the back, and it goes up and down, so you can put it on, and then when it's on, you close it and it stays on. I really like this file. This was from Night Plates. I got this for free. Yeah. Okay, so after the helmet is the chest piece. So I have a lot on this. It's the chest, the shoulders, the back, and the abs. So it's really heavy, but I basically use a lot of like this was just some elastic strapping that I had, this green stuff, and that holds everything. It allows it to go up and down. Let me show you the electronics. So then I have just an LED with 3 AA's. I took one of them out so that way it's not on. And then this is just 3D printed like clear transparent plastic. And then for like the spine and the abs, I have just like this strapping, and then there's Velcro on each end, and then it also connects to the pelvis, which I'll go over next. But there's also these clips on the rib cage that clip together like this. Hold on one second. Okay, yeah, so they clip together like that, and it really sort of like locks you in. It's a little hard to breathe. I didn't really measure it off of when I was in full breathe mode. But then most of the parts didn't fit. I just had to kind of like just file them down a little bit. That's because this file that I use for the suit is not for 3D printing. It's just like a 3D model of the suit. So that kind of affected the suit. I had to do a lot of changes. But I think it turned out great. I think the paint is probably the best part. It doesn't look as good on camera, but in person it's like a really nice dark maroon red. And I got that by doing, again, like I said, the colonial red, and then I hit it with this automotive, like for the rims, I guess, and it's a slightly darker red. And then after that, the clear coat, and that got that perfect sort of maroon red. Okay, so for the pelvis part, it's a little shoddy, but it's just because I had to rush it. I have, like I said, there's the Velcro. This one is for the abs, and then this one is for the spine. And that's just so that way it goes under and it stays, because otherwise it would just be flopping all over the place. And then also another thing that really, I love this part, it's these retractable lanyard, like ID badge thingies. And it allows it to pull out, but it also goes back. And I use that a lot throughout the suit. I got a bunch of them on Amazon for like 25 bucks or something. And it's really cool. It's like the perfect thing for this. The hands. So they're a little tight, but that's okay. And same thing happened here where like the paint rubs off a little bit, but that's okay. And then it's the same like clear 3D printed plastic for the repulsors right here. This one, I also started the electronics, but it didn't finish. So a little bummed about that. But I just glued the fingers to the glove. This is just a glove that I got from like Home Depot or something. And then also there was elastic here that held the like wrist plates in place. And then this was supposed to be a hinge for that, but that also broke. So these are the thighs. This is the right, this is the left. They're pretty good, really robust, really strong. I did the same thing where I have hot glue and then I did my 3D pen and then I soldered them so that way they're all hard and like one piece. And then the foam in there just like helps it stay on my leg nice and snug. And then I had to add foam on like the knee part right here, and that's just the part where it was digging into my knee and almost, I think it gave me a bruise. I'm pretty sure it bruised me. But beauty is pain. And then finally we have the shins and the calf. These were the last parts that I painted, so they're slightly more red than the other because I ran out of the original colonial red. I had to use a different red, but that's okay. And I also did the same thing with the strapping here for the like ankle shin part. I don't even know what this is called. And then another part that I'm really proud of is this. So I use those retractable lanyards again, and I put them like opposite each other on both ends. So that way you can pull it out like this, slide your foot in, and then close it like that. And I did the same thing on this one as well. This one has that same sort of scratching because I don't actually know where that came from. But it's really cool because it looks like battle damage or something. So I thought that was cool. Again, these are all like one part pretty much that they were like a bunch of little parts, and then I printed them and then glued them together. Same thing I did for everything else here. And yeah, so that's basically all of the suit. It's just all over the place now. But the last thing I'm gonna go over is the materials. So I went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rolls of filament. I had to sort of babysit the printer so that way I could swap out filaments, because by the end I had like 10 rolls with 100 grams each, which is 1,000 grams that I could use for something else. It was a little tricky and frustrating, but I figured it out. And then next are the spray paints that I used. So I went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cans of spray paint, which is a lot more than I thought it was going to be originally. I had to go out and get double of everything because I didn't know I was going to need that much, but it was all right. Just like everything today was all right. It all worked out in the end, guys. Do not fret. So in the end, I ended up spending about $150 on filament, $84 on spray paint, $50 on sandpaper, $40 on miscellaneous stuff, $800 on my computer, and $200 on my 3D printer. So in total, I spent about $1,324 on the whole suit, which is definitely my most expensive Halloween costume yet. But if you subtract the cost of the printer and the computer, it was only about $324. Arguably, the most expensive part of the suit was time. It took me about 6 months to design the whole suit and print it and paint it and finish it. But I don't know if it was worth it because I missed out on a lot of opportunities to hang out with friends and family, and I need to apply to colleges too, and I haven't been doing that. But I don't know. I'm still on the fence of whether or not it was worth it. I had a good time, got a lot of compliments, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like I thought it would feel, but maybe that's how it's supposed to feel. Thank you for watching today's video. This is the last video of the Iron Man suit. I'm never doing this again, but I will be uploading more videos. I have a lot of ideas planned. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.